here again. Today we're going to be talking about Colt 45 1911s. I love Colt 45 1911s. I never used to. I used to think they were like, you know, everybody's got a Colt 45, blah 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 blah. And then as I've got into the hobby further and further and further, it's bloody Glocks all the time. Everybody's got a Glock, Glock this, Glock that, and all the rest of it. And they're great. They're really nice. They're serviceable guns, and like, you know, they look weird as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, so let's make a start. So I've got a few Colts here. This one is my Cyma. This is my Cyma electric one. And like, it's like, you know, good little gun, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's a good gun. It's a reliable gun. But I've had a few issues with it. In actual fact, I've had a couple of these now, and I've had exactly the same issue with both of them, and that's the magazine seems to drop a little bit, and it doesn't feed the BBs cleanly. So anyway, so that's the Cyma. That's the electric one. And it's like it's a bit of a brute. It's a bit of, as I've shown you this before, it's a bit of a brute compared to what it should be like. It's a massive gun. It's a massive gun, but they've got to fit all the electrics in there. So that's that one. So my next one, the next one along here is, I think this is the KJW. Yeah, it's a KJW. This one's actually a CO2 version. Takes the CO2 mag with the cap in it. I had a Umerix 100th anniversary one. I think it was KWA. I think that is. Loved it and all the rest of it, but it was like quite badly overpowered. It's like 400 feet per second. Anyway, I shifted that on, but I still like the Colt. So this one came up, and I thought, yeah, I like that because I like the finish of it. It's sort of like it's very basic. It's very old school. It's very World War II-y, which is what I wanted. It's got, like, you know, like, should we say, the cast sights on it, which aren't adjustable, but keep the work okay. It's got a single-sided safety on it, which I like. But anyway, all in all, good little gun. I say CO2 powered, no BBs in the magazine by the way. CO2 powered and good shooting gun. Very powerful, got a really solid feel to it, but does that, jams every now and again, and I don't know why that is. It's almost like the slide is just rubbing on the top of the hammer, but good gun, good gun. I'm showing you that because, like, that's how CO2 mag work. A normal 1911 mag is a very, very slim item. Obviously the CO2 bulb is bigger, is wider than the mag. The mag itself is exactly the same size, it's just that it's got the inlet for the cutout for the CO2 caplet. So consequently the bottom of the mag well has got like the corresponding cutout for the CO2 cap to fit in there. Okay, so I'm just showing you that. That's because it becomes relevant later on. Next, because I like 1911s, and I've had Marui guns before. This one came up. This was a second-hand MEU, and like, yeah, I like it. I like the feel of it. It's not as heavy as the KJ Works one, but it's a great look, great gun, very smooth, and all the rest of it. So this is a normal green gas mag, but it's very soft. It's very soft in its power delivery. It could just be that the blowback spring is a bit softer, whatever, I don't know. But I've had, for these two, the KJ Works one and the Marui, both got the same problem. I can't get the gun to keep gas in it. There's nothing wrong with the magazine. There's nothing wrong with the magazine. But there's something about these guns, I don't know what it is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 140% enhanced blowback spring in there and a replacement hammer spring just to see if that tidies that up. So the next one along, this one is the APS Gladiator. I think I've shown you this one before. I did a review on that a little while ago, but it's got a rail on it. I don't like rails on 1911s, but I like APS guns, and this one came up not massively expensive, so I thought, yeah, I'll give that one a whirl. It's got the right looking sight, but fibre optic on the front, white dots on the back. That in itself isn't a problem. The shape and size of the rear sight is okay, it's manageable, and the front sight very easy to see where you're pointing it. Good gun. Don't have the capacity issues with this gun as I have with the other two. This one, nice and solid. Everything is nice and solid about the gun. Everything on the gun shoots well. This shoots at about 290, 295. Good gun, good gun. Just as a matter of curiosity, the green gas mag will also fit in a CO2 gun, but nowhere near the kick. Yeah. So obviously, like, you know, CO2 will give you more kick. It will give you more power. It does everything it says on it. Everything that everybody tells you about CO2 guns is true. You do get more power. They are prone to when it's cold in the winter. They will give you the same manifestations of problems as green gas will, a drop in power. Obviously, when you've got more to start with, they both drop about the same percentage wise. So if 100% on that is 300 feet per second and you lose 50%, that's 150. If that's 350, you're 175. So it might be a small overall difference in performance, but this will maintain its performance longer than this one will. Okay, and then carrying on the 1911 theme, this is my Marui high capper. I haven't got a mag in this. This one I've actually changed to the enhanced recoil spring. So this one has got a much better feel to it. Very solid indeed. But it's 1911-ish. 1911-ish. I've got a mag well. I've got a nice chrome mag well on there. All the rest of it. I mean, Marui guns are just really good. They normally come with a plastic, like an ABS plastic slide, which, in fairness, looks okay. Everything is good because it's light. The standard spring-in works, and so like you haven't got to worry about it. I've put an enhanced spring in there. I got this aluminium slide when I bought the gun. That was like 3 years ago, whatever it was. I've got it on there now, and like, yeah, great. So all that is a bit of a premise to the new weapon. The new weapon is the this is the ASG Dan Wesson Valor. I got this for a couple of reasons. First reason is it's a 1911. I do like 1911s. It's got like a I don't know what it is, like a glass bead stripped slide frame and all the rest of it. Everything is metal. Obviously everything is metal. The sights are adequate, though not very attractive to look at, and I'm not sure about these bone effect grips. Needs to be like a wooden grip or just a plain black one. I could always try them brown ones, or I could put the black ones off the MEU. But yeah, so this is the new my new 1911. It's got an unusual mag for me. This is only a 15 round mag, 14 round mag, and it's like significantly smaller. And interestingly enough, these don't fit in the gun. They don't lock in. They don't. So yeah, it's just a really nice feeling gun. Some of the detailing is like modern, which I'm not a massive fan of. If you look at the pullback bit on the slide on the what's this one? This is the KSJ, KJ Works. This is very 1940s. Same as it is to a certain extent on the MEU, but the MEU's got the front pullback as well. This one is just it's just coarser, it's just a wider pattern. But as I say, it's not unattractive, so yeah, that's good. I do like the way everything fits together. It is just really, really nice. It's just a well-made, well-finished gun. Everything feels very positive. Do you know what I mean? It's like jumped out of my hand then. So yeah, that's just like most of the 1911s out there. The disassembly is pretty much the same. Line the slide release up with the small notch. Press it out from the other side. Off comes a slide. The slide looks almost identical to everything else. KJ Works one. So yeah, everything is pretty much the same. Everything is pretty much the same. Everything looks very similar. Yeah, so all in all, nice little gun. Let's just put this back together. Be careful putting the mags back in, because I don't want to get. If I try and put this one in, it doesn't lock in, and it hangs out the bottom. This one, everything's nice and snug, nice and smooth. So yeah, overall, I think it's a great little gun, well worth the money, under £100. I got this from Bullseye Country Sports in Ireland. Rang them up on Friday, ordered it, arrived Saturday morning. So can't argue with that. So the gun itself was under £100. I did pay extra for the next day delivery, but in fairness, I was expecting it on Monday, but so it turned up today, and I'm really impressed with it. Just overall, just like the finish. It's got, it's not smooth. It's, the finish isn't smooth like the Marui or the KJ Works. It's got a nice grippy feel to it. So all in all, I'm really impressed, really like it. Everything looks good about the gun. The beaver tail bit isn't as pronounced. I say it's only got a single-sided safety, which I like, which is what turned me on to the Marui. So yeah, so I think for a 1911, I think it's a great looking gun. I think it's got all the things that I want from the gun. I'll probably change the grips, might put some nice redwood wooden grips on there. Yeah, so that's the review for today. Thank you and good night, Vienna. See you next time.